They say your mom is up for dead when the girls and all never got
I've got news for you guys. Travis behind the scenes is having some serious issues with his brainstem. He said some guy was at a convention. He said a guy was at a convention in Colorado, a scallop convention. And I've never, of all places to have a scallop convention, Colorado. Explain.
All I'm saying is the whole reason why this live show and the guest that we have coming on a little bit later tonight in about a half hour, I was at the show in New England, and Carl, Acorn, whatever you want to call him, came up to my booth, introduced himself, never met the guy. Great guy. We had a good time. We hung out quite a bit that weekend.
Remember, I asked about scallop convention in Colorado, but land that plane at some point.
Okay. So anyways, he comes over here with this reel. He's like, Travis, you got to feel this reel. You got to reel it. Look at this thing. I'm like, what, Carl? What's got you so jacked up? You know what I mean? Like, what do you need here, buddy? He's like, just touch the reel, Travis. So I grab the reel. Here, I grab something like this.
Yeah.
Grab the reel, and I start reeling it. Not like this, but it was
the Pitsy Fun one.
Yeah, something like that. It was very smooth, and it would rotate and spin for minutes and minutes
on its own.
5 minutes still goes by, and it's still spinning
on its own.
Like, Carl, I get the point. Where are these things? What do I need to do? This is awesome. So I go get one, put on my reel. I got a jig tied on. I'm ready to go. I'd flip it, and it just smooth. Then I take it outside in the blizzard. I'm like, you know what? How far can this thing cast? Well,
in a blizzard.
That thing clear across the parking lot. Furthest I've ever casted with the Corrados ever before in my life.
In a snowstorm.
And it was pretty crazy. So I'm like, I'm sold. And from that point forward, all this came together. So we'll definitely have Scott joining us a little later tonight. But it was very interesting. I just wanted to get a hold of Carl tonight about 45 minutes ago. I'm like, it'd be cool, Carl, to have you come on for 10 minutes since you're really the whole reason why I got involved with these guys and changed out my bearings.
But
and he goes, I swear to God, he goes, oh man, I'm actually in Denver. Okay, at a seafood summit. I just said scallop convention. So let's stick with that. I'm in Denver at a scallop convention. Damn, I'm about to sit down for dinner with one of our customers. I would have loved to do that. Not sure if I can break away. I go, I get it. All good. He goes, I did 8 of my Shimanos with his bearings. They are as advertised, highly recommended. I feel like it helps with blah, 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 bombing the crankbait and blah, blah, blah. And he keeps talking to me.
Got it.
But he says, tell him the scallop man says hello. So there
he
you go.
Is the scallop man. So that's why scallop convention was in your head. It sounded weird in Colorado, but it's a seafood convention. Surely scallops are part of it, and Carl is the scallop man.
I'm still waiting on my scallops, Carl, by the way. And Epic
were
Eric.
You supposed to get some? Oh, we're supposed to get some scallops.
We're supposed to get some scallops.
Man, I could have put those on the grill tonight with those ribeye steaks I did up. Man,
luckily, he's at the scallop convention, so he has no clue we're talking about him right now, but it's all good. I want to welcome everybody to the show. I know we had a lot of
later tonight.
I know I know we had a lot of craziness going on. What, last week we had 2 lives in 1 week. Things are just getting complicated on my end.
Tell me.
Well, it's a lot of scheduling, a lot of great guests. I apologize. I get messages. Everybody's thanking me and then yelling me at the same time because of all the money they're spending. But I don't know.
At you?
Oh man, honestly, we could go down the list. List.
Oh, well, no, you're not making anybody spend any money. I mean, it's up to them. You're just presenting opportunities.
But Travis Myers was excellent last week, Monday.
Yes.
Procure code went through. A lot of Procure got sold.
Yep.
And my shipment arrived. I got a bottle of Gobi sent for you, Eric, as well.
Wow.
And so we'll be able to experiment with that a little bit.
I used some Procure this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's talk. We're gonna get to it.
I used the stick, man, on this little jig.
Did you catch anything on it?
I did. 2 win in the box on it, man. And I feel like the scent made a difference.
Really?
I really do. It's been a while, man. I was the scent man, and I really like the Procure stick. I used the craw. I was using that new stick that I had. I had a herring stick for the big swim baits I was throwing, and I had the craw stick. This little finesse jig gets big, man. Very impressed. Very impressed. Probably caught 20 on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And then
Shook
of course,
a few off.
Listen, Travis was excellent. There was a little lag.
Yeah, very much
we,
of a lag.
We got through it. And then of course, Wednesday we had Great Lakes Finesse. We introduced our new teamed up to do the drop minnow. That went real well. Man, they actually ran out of stock on a lot of things, but they are getting back in stock. Here's the coolest thing, guys. So that code they offered, they said that will be available to viewers indefinitely through my channel. So you can go to my website. You can click in on discounts. You're going to see Great Lakes Finesse, and I believe it's SmallmouthCrush15. They're going to give you 15% off your order forever. So that's pretty cool.
Why not? I like it.
Yeah, yeah. And we're going to be getting them into some more retail stores as well. And it's just a lot of cool things.
Are they in the Real Shot yet? Or are they going to be?
Working on it. Yep. They got
nice.
Real Shot's got a lot going on. You know how it is.
Everybody's got a lot going on. Travis Manson's got a lot going on.
Make it happen.
We were supposed to fish tomorrow, and I'm disappointed to announce that I booked Tuesday with Travis to shoot a bunch of videos for you guys, but the day has been canceled because Travis canceled his trip because of low winds today and 70 degrees and sunny. It's probably the nicest spring day that I've ever seen. And I'm thinking about it all day. Like, man, I hope he's out there cracking them with his first customer of the year. Canceled. He wasn't ready. And the winds were just a little too heavy for his hardy soul, even though you'd been in a pocket protected, fishing your ass off and smacking the shit out of him. It took 23 pounds to win this weekend on the Upper Bay. So can you imagine after a warm weekend and today the fish got to rest, you would have smashed.
Can you imagine how well the bite's going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, you'll probably smash them again.
We probably will. Listen, I
think, don't you have a front coming through tonight though?
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not sure.
You'll still catch them.
We're going to look into it. We're going to look into it.
Yeah. When are you going to look into it? It's tomorrow morning. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, like, I want to get out with you. Oh, I meant like, I was thinking 2 steps ahead. When are we going to get together and fish is kind of what I was saying. You know what? We need to do some type of giveaway tonight too. And we did super chats in the past. I know we have a great guest that's got a great product. So I want you guys to save your money and take advantage of some of the discounts that we may have coming up tonight. I don't want to do anything crazy as far as a giveaway on a super chat level, but how about we do like the honor system?
What's the honor system?
If you share this link right now on Facebook, copy and paste, or you go on Instagram and write something or tag me or do something to share this live stream, like, comment, and share, right? That's the whole theme. If you guys do that, let me know in the comments. Just write shared in the comments, and you'll be entered into. Let's see what we got, shall we?
Shall we? Let's
just
see.
pick one.
What do you got?
There,
Monster Bass Box?
We'll
There you
pick a
go,
Monster
man.
Bass Box. I got some.
Hey, look, that's a Mountain Dew sticker. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I got the stickers in here. I got the Smallmouth Crush buff, the sticker in here. So it's just a nice little gift pack here. We're going to give that away at the end of the night for anyone who likes and share. Obviously, I can't tell if you really did. I mean, I'll look. If I pick you and you didn't do it, you're banned for life, right?
Well, if you pick somebody, hopefully they'll do it after you pick them, right? Because how are you gonna enter all the names into the random generator machine?
Yes, Alex is. I don't know how it works.
All right, but it's rando.
It is rando. So
yeah,
let's get out this week. I got some time. What?
I'm just looking at the weather. It's looking awful, but we'll
really?
look at it. Yeah, we'll look at it. People have been bugging me about when the next box is coming out. So I felt inspired to put one together from the Bass Lab or Professor pack. It's my square bill pack, and it's up live on the site. I've got a limited number, and there is a surprise in this package, which you'll see. It's a Marty Burns crankbait. Might be a square bill. It might not be, but hand painted by Marty himself and signed by Marty. Marty doesn't make crankbaits right now for the public anymore. And he certainly probably is not going to paint any more crankbaits. So this might be the last of the Marty Burns painted crankbaits. So in the box, there's going to be some out of production square bills by Lucky Craft Excalibur, some sneaky baits that I use. Certainly, I'm always available for questions on the box. Super limited number because those are some of the few Marty Burns painted baits that I have that I'm willing to share. So there you go. That's what I got from the Bass Lab.
I'm just trying to go through the comments here.
And they're live. Alex, if you could put up the Bass Lab link, I'd appreciate it. Direct people to it. That'd be outstanding. Oh.
Guess what?
What you got?
Real quick, next week, Monday, the 28th, is going to be our VIP members live only.
Oh,
I know a lot of you guys have signed up for that. Mike Iviano is going to be the Italian. Is going to be joining us again, going over some springtime secrets. And they are truly some secret stuff he's going to share. He's been on the podcast, on the live stream before, and the podcast, and he's going to have some great information. So that's next week at 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday night. Mike will be in the house. You can go to SmallmouthCrush.com and sign up for that if you haven't already, although I know a lot of you guys are.
I hope JP is watching that, because he struggled at Candlewood.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
His Instagram post made it look like he smashed him on that Douglas rods and that he's small. He's on the Smallmouth Crush team now. So
he is okay. Gotcha.
He's a sponsored affiliate. Yes,
sponsored angler.
I don't know. No,
what does that mean?
I don't know. Him and Tom Nee, they both want to get on the Smallmouth Crush team, and I'm trying to figure out.
I thought they already were on the Smallmouth Crush team. What do you mean? Weren't they on the open?
They are. Last year? Let's make it official.
Well, I thought it was official already. How are you going to make it more official? You mean there's going to be some actual benefits?
Perhaps.
Such as?
We'll look into it. So
what does that even mean?
I don't know, Eric.
It sounds evasive. Why are you being evasive tonight?
Well,
guys, I really only wish you guys could have heard the preamble to the actual show. Jeez. It was freaking hysterical. Manson could not finish a thought. Just like that. We'll look into it.
Also, the Smallmouth Crush podcast is rocking and rolling. My buddy, who's my buddy? Who do we have?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Jeez, I don't even know who we had.
Let me look. Your buddy.
Yeah, well, he is my buddy. I can't remember. Oh, Ed Casey. There we go. Ed Casey came out on Sunday on this. I wasn't sure if it was this Sunday or if it came out already, so I was nervous.
Are you okay?
Yeah, because we're every other week, Eric.
I got you.
Okay. Yes. Ed Casey's got some great information on the Smallmouth Crush podcast. You want to check that out. We also just uploaded the Sunday, I uploaded the tank interview that I had with Jim down at the Bassmaster Classic. They had some giants in that tank, and we learned a lot about it. So I encourage you guys to check out that video. Well, you were at Smith Mountain Lake.
Was that the same tank?
A different tank. It's a Berkeley tank. I don't know where you're going. Where are you going?
I just asked the question.
Okay.
I didn't know. That was an honest question.
And moving on, when you were at Smith Mountain Lake in the tournament this past weekend, throwing that football ball jig with the Pro Cure and smashing little 2-pounders, I was up at JP's house doing a tackle room makeover. Literally.
What?
It was crazy, dude.
How did it go?
Well, I'm going to share with you guys a quick clip.
I think that's awesome.
Of the end. We're going to do some before and afters. And I think we smashed it. I think it was awesome. So let me play that real quick for you. Give you a little sneak peek.
This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm glad you're doing this.
He was very excited. I mean, like life changing. You know what I mean?
Well, I can imagine, man. I mean, getting organized is a good thing, and getting a man cave kind of set up is something special, man. So
absolutely. So let's play the last 2 minutes of this real quick. And the ending's the best part. Wait till the end. JP comes back in for a little project done. Here we go. Just over 24 hours is all it took with a team of people. So I really want to thank everyone that came out and supported this whole idea. Look at that.
Nice. I like the sound effect, like the fairy wand. That's good.
We try.
You do it. What? He likes a Senko, apparently.
Yeah, I just want to thank the viewers who watched the first ever Smallmouth Crush Tackle Room Makeover episode. If you're new to the channel, we do a lot of great fishing content, tournament videos, practice videos, tips and tricks, how-tos, on-the-water instruction, both smallmouth and largemouth related. We also do a live every week, which is pretty entertaining. We get to interact with a lot of the viewers in the comment section. So if you haven't checked that out, we encourage you to do so. Also, the Smallmouth Crush podcast, which is a weekly podcast talking with some of the top anglers across North America. So please subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this makeover. And we're going to definitely be bringing some more of this type of content in the future to the channel. And of course, I'm going to do a very in-depth video coming up shortly of how I get all my tackle in order and how I have everything set up when I'm out fishing to help me be more efficient on the water. And as always, until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.
Okay. The one thing that I've really learned after doing this tackle room makeover is that Travis is a lot better at directing work than he is at doing the work.
That's
whatever that means, man.
What's
up, Alex?
I think
nothing
we know
much.
That
was a
means,
good video.
Man. That's very good, man. I like the fairy wand sound effect, and that quote at the end couldn't be more spot on. JP, you know Travis well.
And well, the thing is, I learned a lot. I used some power tools. I was able to drill a hole in cement.
Did you say I was able to drill a hole for the first time in my life?
Into cement.
Oh, into cement. I'm sorry.
That's a big tool, bro. You try handling a tool like that to drill into that.
How do you know I haven't already done that?
I did. And well, I did not use the air powered hammer. Okay. They didn't let me use that, but
were they worried?
No, I just think there was there was 4 or 5 like real men with tool belts and shit. You know what I mean? Like I was just in their way.
Real men don't use lip balm.
I was just sitting there, sorting tackle. Basically, my job was in the back room, making sure all the Senkos got in, a certain bag and hooks. It was a disaster, though. Oh my God, it was something else.
How long did that take you from start to finish?
Well, good question. So I arrived at 3 p.m. and we literally got to work immediately. Everyone was there. And we started doing a game plan. We looked at the room. We started taking everything out of the room, putting the tackle in the back room. And then the guys came in and started ripping everything out. We had a boiler we had a boiler and a tank to take out of there. And so that was an issue. Then somebody had to cut a pipe, but they didn't realize that there was sewage in the pipe still, but it wasn't sewage. It was wash machine water, but still wash machine water for 10 years in a pipe. and that all gushed out into the basement corner, all black sludge, and that pretty much stunk up the whole basement and house. And we had to air it out, burn candles, like we were trying everything. And then we ended up bleaching the whole thing down. It was a rough night. So we stayed. The carpentry guys left around 10. I stayed up until about 1 a.m. Working with Gino and JP to get everything at least ahead of schedule. And then JP put me on the couch down there, and my legs hung out 4 feet over the edge. And even though they're elevated and you think you'd be able to sleep, it's tough, Eric. I don't know how you sleep on couches.
Bro, I know, man. I do fine.
Do you find like some couches are just, it's hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some are better than others.
Oh, yeah. This was a bad
doubt.
couch. So tossed and turned all night. I thought I saw apparitions and weird things. And it was just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa.
I was dreaming.
You and ghosts. What is going on with ghosts and you, man?
No. Anyways.
You couldn't get comfortable in that house up there on that lake. Cole gets wigged out with a ghost falling back home. You got to have a shaman come in. Now you're in JP's and you're seeing apparitions down there?
Yes. So, I see a comment. Somebody asked if I had any battle wounds. Yes, I do.
Ooh.
How'd that happen? Is that your first?
No, I have soft skin. It really, I was
the soft skin.
I was grabbing and I just roughed it up a little bit, but
What were you grabbing? You remember?
No, I was trying to get back behind the drawer. But anyway, so we got up around 5:30. JP woke me up at 5:30, ready to go. And we instantly went back to work, organizing tackle. The crew came in and got the carpentry done really quick. And
you told me they were really good.
Gosh, yeah.
And didn't you tell me there's this like crew of guys that will pick one person in the crew every year to
they're
do
like a
project
tight group that helps each other out to get projects done, you know?
Isn't that pretty cool, man?
Yeah.
I mean, Alex, it's like these 6 guys and they all have skills and they all pick one person a year to do a project. Like we're gonna replace this guy's deck. We're going to tile this guy's basement. We're going to do X for this guy. And they all just pitch in. Somebody buys the materials and they're all there to do it in a day or two. That's pretty tight, man.
That is, yeah.
I mean, that's
a good
tight.
group of guys right there.
That's tight to have some plumbers, electricians, and carpenters that will like go to work like that. That's
These
like
comments are almost terrible here.
What do you mean?
I don't know. They're all picking on me. Come on.
About the ghost or about your hands or
probably about
what?
the tools. Okay.
I got you.
Listen, my dad, we built trailers together. We did stuff. Like it's not his fault, but
you just don't remember it.
I just can't. I have a hard time, man. Like today,
what do you mean?
I bought a trolling motor handle today.
Yep.
And I could not. It's embarrassing, but I mean, I knew it was metric, so I had to get a metric Allen wrench. Okay. Like I could not get that thing off, bro. I struggled, dude. It shouldn't take 2 hours to put a trolling motor handle on.
That's why you canceled today's.
No, I get through life, but sometimes when it comes to tools, it's hard. You know, I can manage.
You need people that are carpenters, electricians, and plumbers in your life, like Jimmy, big time.
Yes, I talked to Jimmy today. We had a long conversation.
And how'd that go?
Good. He's doing good.
You work things out. He's coming back on.
No, we never had any issues.
Okay.
Good to know.
When's he coming back on?
I think he's just focused on himself and fishing, you know.
Going to be fishing this year with Joe Hunt. No Time for Lives.
Oh, yeah.
8:00 at night.
I guess. What?
Oh, what? I don't know. You tell me. I just don't understand.
Oh, nothing.
All right. Yeah. So he's focused on fishing. That's good.
Yes. There you go.
How did he do this weekend? Did he fish?
He struggled a little bit.
Okay.
Too much fog, I guess. There was a fog delay on Friday.
Oh, it was the Friday Legends tournament.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Travis wants to be female angler of the year. Come on. All right. So hold on.
So your thin skin lost me like a 7-pounder. Remember that time where like it was the Ned Rig video, the Ned Rig Secrets video. And like Travis goes, "You want me to land him for you?" And he's right there and he would not put his hand in that fish's mouth. And I'm like, what is going? And finally, like the fish jumped off because it was like jumping for 7 seconds by the boat. And I'm like, dude, what's up? And he goes, man, I have thin skin. I don't want to stick my hand in that fish's mouth because you lost one of your fish monkey gloves, like riding down the river.
Right.
Remember?
That's right.
That's right. And so I never knew that about you. And so I'm like, the next time he asked if he wanted me to land the bass, I'm like, no, I got it.
Yeah,
I'll take care of my own fish.
at least it wasn't a tournament. That would have made it a lot worse.
I think he would have grabbed it in a tournament right in the mouth. He would have. Would you have sacrificed your bloody thumb? Right? Not for,
we would have.
Not for. Not
I'll
for
tell you, those gloves is a life changer.
You like them
when you catch a lot of fish. Yeah.
I bought something that changed how my knees feel. I don't know if you guys know. I've had like 3 knee operations from sports injuries on my right knee, 1 on my left, and I swear to God, I used to wear Nikes all the time, like tennis shoes. That was my shoe. And I was literally, if you watched my story about the swim bait rescue when I was down in Nag's Head, about this kid that came along. Anyway, it's on my highlight reel. And so after that event, and that pond was near Nag's Head where my beach house is. So I drive to Nag's Head, working on the beach house, man. My knees are like killing me. I'm going, it's time for a new pair of shoes. These Nikes are like 3 years old. And so, but I've been replacing the soles, like new insoles. The shoes are fine. So I walk into the store, and who is there? Jaden, the guy that saves my swim bait that I paid $50 to go get it. And I'm like, dude, I've seen you twice in 24 hours. What's up with this? So the girl that was working there, they went to high school together. She goes, do you fish a lot? My dad fishes a lot. And he goes, he also works at a warehouse, and he's on his like legs all day. He goes, he loves Brooks shoes. I've never worn them. Sure. They got a negative heel, dude. I put these on. They're called the Ghost. It's the 14 Ghost. And dude, my knee pain, 80% gone. Is that a trip?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
I mean, I got more range of motion. My knees don't hurt as bad as they used to. It's crazy. It's like life change. It's like the gloves for your soft skin. So anyway, if you got knee pain, check out Brooks, man. That's all I can tell you. For efficient, standing up.
Hey guys,
I
want to know
discount code for Brooks, Eric, for like SmallmouthCrush15 or something.
Bass Lab 25.
Hey, let me know in the comments if you guys are sharing this. You're anyone who shares this post, shares this broadcast on Facebook or any other social media, will be we're gonna randomly pick a winner for this Monster Bass gift pack here. We threw in a few extras. A comment about Black Rifle. Somebody said, "Hey, I didn't know you teamed up with Black Rifle." I didn't. This is just a monthly subscription that I get. They send me 2 packs of different coffee flavors every month. I'm working on them. That's why I thought maybe they see that in the background and be like, oh, yeah, maybe we should hook up with Smallmouth Crush. I think we're going to get that done, but it's not official yet. So stay tuned.
I'm a big coffee drinker, man. I hope I get involved.
Good stuff. Well, we'll hook you up too, man. Don't worry about that. Let me know in the comments too if you're brand new here. We love hearing. Of course, we got a lot of viewers that are with us every week. We got Tim, Mike, Jig Squad, Brian, Ron, JP's in the house.
Man.
Brandon, Michael, Joe, Christopher.
Jason Boost, Duffy's Fishing, man. Grat 84.
Thomas Will.
Yeah. Man. Everybody. Jeff Gosfall, man. Mike Pratts, man. St. Cress. Anthony. Nice. Brandon Humbertson. Frickin' Vincent from Vincenti from Canada. I just did a call with him, man. We were talking about bladed jigs, dude. Gave him some sneaky little baits for those Canadian smallmouth. Learned them from Travis. Well, maybe one.
Maybe. Well, are you guys ready?
We're ready for spool. Bring on the spool, dude.
All right, hold on. Hey, Alex, you're going to be in the background lurking. We'll catch up with you
Brian.
a little bit.
Yo, Brian. Gregory Hall. Yo, John Mango.
All right, you ready for this? I am. Scott, what's happening, my man?
Hey, guys. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Whoa. Good? Nice
setup.
Yeah, I dig it. That is professional. That's the most professional guest we've ever had on.
What's going on?
The screen's a little small, so let's see if I do a solo. Oh, if we have to get real close, we can blow you up. Perfect.
We got you.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. I think I can move us closer. How about that?
Yeah, come on. There you go.
Man.
Nice.
That a little better?
It's like we're at the fishing shows all over again. There it is.
Right on, man.
It's like we're here, man. We're right here at the Classic.
I love it. Listen, Scott, I want to give just a quick background of how I became aware of your company. And then I would love to hear a little bit of history about yourself and where you guys are at and what you guys are all up to. But really, and I kind of hinted on this earlier, I was at the New England Fishing Show, and one of our viewers, Carl, came up to me with a reel, and he was blown away by it. And he's like, you got to try it. You got to try it. I spun it. It kept spinning. I'm like, all right, but does it cast better? Like, what's the benefits of this? So I took it out in the parking lot. You remember it was a snowy blizzardy day.
A big blizzard.
I had a jig on and I swung it out there, and that thing was like extra smooth and extra far. And I'm like, sold. Where is this guy? And he brought me over to you. I introduced myself, and here we are tonight. But listen, Sky, I know we got a bunch of people here watching that are familiar with your company. For those that are not, if you could just give us a little bit of background and really what you're all about.
You know, Travis, to give you a quick background, I mean, it's really a unique story. It's on our website. It's all posted there. But I was in the motorcycle business. I owned a Harley dealership selling Harleys. And I started this small business with bearings called Spool Speed. And the way it started was over a sushi dinner. I sat down beside a CEO owner of a gentleman that has shops in Korea, China, and Japan. And I was speaking to him about bearings, and it turned out this cat loved bass fishing. You know, I mean, who'd have thought it? You're sitting there beside this very important guy. They actually put seats beside him with napkins over him, so nobody sat beside this cat. You know, he was, you know, you could tell he was pretty important. But he wanted a friend. He wanted to talk. Next thing I know, he was buying us sake and sushi, and how it all happened is we started talking about bass fishing, and he told me he was in the bearing business, and I said, wow, you know, a dream of mine is to build a bearing that is just better than anybody's. And what we did is we've designed now 36 different bearings. We've got 4 different levels of bearing, starting with our SS. The SS bearing is actually made in a Chinese factory. It is a superior quality bearing. It's very common with some of the others that's on the market today. We've got a Korean bearing, which is an XS. We've got 2 Japanese bearings, an XP and an XCR Ultra. That XCR Ultra has been amazing. I'm gonna tell you, ABEC 9 quality. It has really, really put Spool Speed on the map. We're getting as many orders from Malaysia, Singapore, Belgium, Japan as we are just about in the U.S. And as of, this is very special to us, as of March 2022, Spool High Speed Bearings is the #1 seller of ceramic fishing reel bearings in the world.
Wow.
So it's been exciting to get that accomplishment.
Jeez, I'd say 30. What'd you say? 36 different bearings?
Different size bearings that we've developed, and we've got most of them now developed in the XCR Ultra, which is our ABEC 9. And the ABEC 9 XCR Ultra has what's called a peak retainer. It's called polyether ether ketone, and that polyether ether ketone it's like a space age polymer that separates the bearings within the races. And that polymer is self-lubricating. So what it does is it makes that ABEC 9 bearing exceedingly smooth and quiet, which is something we normally don't find in a ceramic bearing. Ceramic bearings are inherently noisier than steel bearings. If you were to take a steel bearing and take all the grease out of it, like a factory steel bearing, of course, that would be very noisy. But, you know, the factory, they want those reels to last as long as they can, whether it be saltwater conditions or what have you. So they do pack those bearings in grease. And what it does is it impedes the performance dramatically in your spool rotation. So when you go to a ceramic bearing, and not only just a ceramic bearing, but when you go to an ABEC 9 ceramic bearing like Spool Speed has, you get something really quiet now, something that performs just outstanding in any level reel.
So I'm like, I suck when it comes to taking a spool apart or cleaning it. And I was always nervous about that. In fact, we have a viewer here, Brandon, where I actually sent some reels to in the past to get them cleaned up and ready to go. And so there's a bunch of questions. I'm not going to be able to answer this, but can you tell us, Scott, like the difference? Let me pull that up here. Please ask him, what is ceramic about bearings? Is it like ceramic in brake pads?
No.
Okay.
Ceramic brake pads is basically a filler. Instead of like an asbestos filler, it's ceramic. I don't think you get as much dust with ceramic. It does help dissipate heat better, does stop better. The way it works in ceramic bearings is only the ball is ceramic. It's actually called a ceramic hybrid. If you made the whole bearing ceramic, which you can get, it would be like a glass bearing in your reel. It would be so noisy, it would almost be unusable. But what we have is ceramic balls, and there's different grades of ceramic balls. Our XCR Ultra is an S30. S30 is the measure of roundness, just how round that ball is. And you can get a measurement anywhere from S15 to S30. The XCR Ultra is a S30 roundness. So you've got a very, very true round ceramic ball spinning in 2 stainless steel halves, which are your races.
Oh, wow.
And of course, you've got a retainer in there. And most of the retainers in fishing reels are steel, be it stainless steel. But the XCR Ultra is PEEK, polyether ether ketone. You can read about PEEK material. It's got like a 600-degree melting point. Just super quality stuff. It's space age. I think they've used it on the space shuttle several times with different items that they've used or tested. But now we've got it in ceramic bearings.
Crazy. That's some science.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All there is to know about a bearing. You think you just put a bearing in your reel, and you don't. You know,
Sure.
You put a bearing. You know, spool speed number one. Even our lowest quality bearing, our lowest quality ceramic is an ABEX 7, and it has S15 balls, which is a pretty round ball. You know, we're talking about a microscopic measurement, okay? And you can get a set of those for $15 for your reel. You know, I mean, take a $50 lose, or you know, one of the cheaper ones you can get. One of the crushes. Take an Abu, the little red and black one, the black, what is it, the Max, Black Max?
Yeah.
I can make one of those things feel like a $300 reel just by a set of bearings. So, you know, the performance is amazing what it'll do for you.
So we're getting a lot of questions. I know we're probably going to get into a lot of this. I have a bunch of questions myself because it is a little, it's kind of intimidating on the website, realizing what do I really need as far as to get set up, because we have a lot of different, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, models to choose from, right?
Well, Travis, but let me add something there and just make this easy for everybody. Okay. Number one, I want you to put a nice discount code on for everybody.
Sure.
Let's put Crush 15. That's with a capital C, Crush 15. Everybody that comes on tonight is going to get a 15% discount. Use that discount code. Very important. But, you know, more so than the discount, I want to make sure everybody gets personal service. If you've got questions, you need anything answered, I'm here for you. My phone number is listed right here up front. It's 803-513-0731. Anybody that needs to speak to me personally can call me. I'll answer you. Make sure everybody is satisfied. Now, get into that website. Go to the website and look up. There's a little search bar.
Okay.
You can just hit search, and it's a magnifying glass, and you type in the model of your reel. Like you can type in Black Max. You can type in Metanium. You can type in Corrado. You can type in Tatula. Anything you need to type in there, it's going to automatically go through and populate all the kits that fit your reel.
Okay.
So it makes it really simple, guys.
Sure.
Really simple to figure out what fits your fishing reel.
Right on.
We have your website up right now, and I'm just going through that. I'm a Corrado fan. That's one of my questions. I don't want to, I guess I'd love to hear your opinion, since you are involved with reels and you know, beefing them up and making them cast further and more efficient. Like, do you have your favorites? I mean, can we go there, or is it too early?
Well, I tell you, I've been to every factory in the world that makes popular fishing reels. I've been all through Osaka, Japan. I've been all through Weihai, China, where the economy models are made. I've been all the way through the factories, Doyo factory and the Cocos factories, Banax factories in Korea, and I've seen the way everything is done. I've met the CEOs and owners of these factories. I've seen all the machinery used. I've even met the workers. And yeah, I do have a favorite. I've got two favorites.
Okay.
And my two favorites are Shimano and Daiwa, without a doubt.
No question.
Shimano and Daiwa are your two Japanese manufacturers. Spool speed is synonymous with quality, guys. We've upped the ante a whole lot going to our Japanese bearings. And, you know, we choose not to be associated with anything lower quality. We're just not going to do it. And I feel that Shimano and Daiwa are your two major Japanese companies. Yeah, they do have some Singapore and Malaysia factories, but it is run, okay, it's run by those people right there that develop these reels in Japan. So, yeah, by far, that's your best quality reels.
That's interesting. I've been a Shimano and Daiwa man my entire life.
And I've used them all.
Yeah.
You know, Abu Garcia, the STXs, I have no problem with those. I had Luz in the past, had great success with Luz as well.
Yeah.
I've had some off brands.
Right.
Pissy Fun was one of your favorites.
I had some issues.
That could have used some spool speed.
It wasn't Pissy Fun. It was that King Strike or something.
Cast King.
Cast King, one of those.
Sounded like a coffee grinder right out of
nothing wrong with that. But listen, if you know, for some anglers on a budget, some of those reels, you can find something that works for you. There's not an issue there. I'm not picking on anyone that, you know, uses those for anyone.
Heck no. There's a lot of good reels out there.
But it is what it is. So Ken has a question here. Scott, if you can cast that much further, the spool must spin that much freer. Why does that not cause more backlashes? Wouldn't you have to increase tension on your brakes?
Great question.
Actually, you do nothing different with your brakes. Think about it this way, and that's something that all these shows, we go to every classic. Matter of fact, we leave in 2 days for the Red Crest in Tulsa, and at these shows, like at the classic, I bet we got asked 100 times. Oh my goodness, I'd backlash like crazy seeing a spool spin like that. But what you got to understand is the startup inertia of that spool has been reduced by almost 50%. Okay, think about it now. That line, when it does that initial pull on that spool, is what gets it over spinning.
Sure.
Imagine if it stays up with your lure during the cast. So you've lowered the startup inertia almost 50%. It actually helps lower backlash. It does not increase backlash. It lowers it. So it enables you to get that longer cast because you do have increased spool speed. You will find that lure hits your target faster with ceramic bearings. Interesting.
Counterintuitive.
Yeah, and when you think about it, you know, people actually, they get it. You know, when you explain the startup inertia and what it takes to get that spool in motion, how it's so much more free and so much easier to get up to rotation. So it stays right there with your lure.
I know a lot of people ask, like the industry, probably the one bearing company that most people have heard about, including me, was Boca Bearings. That's the first one I heard of. If you can address Boca Bearing versus spool speed, tell us the differences, competitive advantages. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to hear it.
Absolutely. I have nothing against Boca Bearings. Boca has been around an awful long time. Okay.
That's right.
They've been around a long time. But as a matter of fact, our SS bearing, which is our, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yep.
See how it's got the orange seals?
We got it. Yep. We got it now, Scott.
That is our SS bearing.
Okay.
That is a Chinese-made bearing. Okay.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with it. The quality is fine. That's what we started out with. That's all we had. This comes from the exact same distributor that Boca Bearing comes from. Okay. Boca doesn't make a bearing. Boca is a distributor. Just like we don't make a bearing, we're a distributor. Sure. But what we've decided to do is we've decided not only to have that bearing, but then we went to a Korean bearing.
Yep.
Which has stainless steel seals on it, and that's ceramic also, but it's a lot better quality. It's faster. We picked it up a little bit further. We went to an XP. Okay, the XP is a Japanese bearing. It's an ABEC 9. It has a S25 ceramic ball in it. But then we really picked it up when we got the XCR Ultra in. The XCR you can even see that it's got it's more of a white looking peak retainer.
Yep.
Okay. And the sound, the quality is just, it has surpassed everything. We've got levels of bearings that other people do not. Okay. We have, like I told you, we're synonymous with quality. Everything I've got, every fishing reel I got is Japanese made. It's Metanium or up, you know, Zillions, Stees. I just like high quality stuff. And it's natural that I would like high quality bearings. So Spool Speed has picked it up a notch for all you guys that want quality. Okay. I'm not going to say anything bad about any bearing manufacturer or bearing distributor. Everybody's got their place in this market, but I can't really speak about them. I can speak about Spool Speed because I wanted to pick it up. I wanted the highest quality bearing that I could get. And that's what we did with XCR and XP.
What's the average price of an XCR XP replacement for a reel? Let's say I wanted to take my Tatulas and put XCR bearings in them. What is that going to cost me per reel on average?
Okay.
With the discount.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Tatula is going to be a 2-bearing kit.
Okay.
It's going to take one 3x8x4 and one 3x10x4. $30.
Oh, wow.
That's our highest level. Now you can do our SS ceramic, which is very equivalent to Boca. Matter of fact, the same bearing, the same bearing, same distributor. We sell those for $17.95 on the website for both bearings. So we've not only got the best price on that bearing, we've got different levels to move on up. Just to give you an example, I'm going to give you some show prices, and this is going to be about equivalent to what you guys are going to pay with that discount.
Yep.
2-bearing set for a Tatula or a Corrado, it's about $15 in the SS line. If you move up to the XS, it's $20. If you move up to the XP, you're looking at $25. In the XCR Ultra, you're looking at $30. So, you know, just about a $5 bump each time.
Gotcha. Scott, if I had older, let's say, so I'm a big Curado fan. I've got the old green tank models, the ones that are still sought after by fishermen on eBay. They pay good money for those because they're just Rask earrings. I mean, they're just tanks.
Man,
is the bearing the first thing that's going to increase? Obviously, you need it cleaned, but is that one of the first things? If everything is right mechanically on the reel, if I wanted to up the performance of a reel, is the bearing the first place I go?
Absolutely. A ceramic bearing is the first thing you want to change in your fishing reel to get your casting up, to get the reel smoother.
Right on.
But going back to that old green Corrado. That's the CU series of Corrado. Okay?
You're damn right it is. I got a whole bag of them right here.
And I'm going to tell you, that CU, let me push this. I think the orders are already coming in.
I'm sure they are.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get some of this stuff out the way here.
There's one bag. Those are some newer ones. Let's see.
I have lost it. There we go.
I've owned a few of those.
I got that bag of Shimano.
Of course, you would have it within arm's length reach.
But to tell you about that CU series of Corrado,
Adam Cawley, these might be coming to you for upgrade.
Well, that's fine. You can send them to me. We'll get them done up. But guys, if you go on the website and you type in, that little search bar I was telling you about. If you type in old green Corrado, that will populate right away for you.
That's so crazy.
We sell so many kits for that reel, guys. It's astounding how many kits we sell.
Wow. Are there any special care maintenance that I need to use for ceramic bearings versus factory bearings, meaning cleaning? Does ceramic attract more dirt than steel? Tell me about that. Is there any, these are sealed, I imagine, but you're a real guru. I'm not. Talk to us.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned it because I want to show the viewers something right here. I want you guys to see that.
Yeah.
Can you read that?
Again, Travis, can you make him big? I'm trying. Yeah, we got it. Brake clean, brake parts cleaner.
DRC brake clean. Guys, you get this for $3.75, I think, now at Walmart.
Yep.
Go in the automotive section. They make a red can and a green can version. Make sure you get the red can. You can spray it all over your reel. It won't hurt your reel. But guys, let's say you put our bearings, whichever model you buy. Let's say you put them in your reel and some grease or something, residual grease that's already in that reel. gets in your bearing and contaminates it, slows it down. Put it on a chopstick, put it on a sharpened pencil, just anything you can spin it. Spray this out about 3 or 4 squirts and just keep spinning it. You'll see it just turn to lightning. It'll get going again. It'll get all that debris out of there, and you're good to go.
That?
Guys,
what company was that? That was a Red Can?
That's the Red Can CRC Brake Clean.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's only the red can.
Only the red can. The green can has some propellants in it that will attack the plastic in your reels, the side plates and the paint. You don't want to do that. So make sure you use that red can right there. You can spray out any one of the spool speed bearings with this, and it will make it fly. We've seen reels outlast, or our bearings outlast 5 reels. We've taken our bearings out, get that reel grinding, the gears start to go in it, change the bearings again. I've gone through 5 reels with 1 set of bearings before.
How about that?
Guys, the bearings last. You have a problem with our bearings, I'm here for you. We're going to take care of it.
So
that's
couple
awesome.
questions.
That's like power pole service. I just want to make a statement right there, because that's not to be underestimated. You don't meet many businesses that make that statement from the owner that says, A, you can call them. B, I got to tell you, I heard about power pole, legendary service. It's like the Nordstrom service. I mean, right. Straight up, it's because I only had one problem with power pole. Called them up. They walked me through my problem. They said, we're going to send you replacements today. And I'm no pro. I'm just a Joe. I'm just an average fisherman with a skeeter that had a problem with a power pole. And they're like, no problem. They didn't ask me any question. Was it my fault? Nope. No questions asked. They took care of me. You do not find that today in the world.
A really quick thing about power pole, which was amazing for me. I know I'm supposed to be talking about bearings, but
I'm sorry. I just want to give the analogy.
Let me tell you, I've never seen customer service like I've seen with power pole. I was just putting on a new power pole on my new 2022 Yellowfin I just bought, and I needed to match up the bracket. I called him up. The guy just went through the motions 100% till he got me right. And then yesterday, I was at Santee Cooper for the elite weigh-in. Guys, I don't know if you saw that, but 3 anglers over the century mark. 3 anglers had over 100 pounds, 4-day tournament.
That's crazy.
But power pole was there, and the guy that talked to me to help me out was there. I met him. It was just amazing to put a face with the voice and to thank him so much for helping, get everything we needed done with our power pole situation. We're like that too. You call us up, we're going to answer the phone. We're going to be there for you. We do our best answering the emails. It is hard for me to answer all the questions on Instagram and some of the social media outlets. We got 100,000 followers on TikTok right now. I can't keep up with it all. It's pretty amazing how many questions you got to answer.
Sure. Right. Well, Travis knows.
Well, we have a few other questions for you. Jamie Newton wants to know, how would I know the category of your bearings that's better than the existing stock bearing in his current reels?
Great question.
All right,
Juice.
Now, how would he like to know the category? In other words,
like let's say he has a reel and the bearings are, I'm assuming like he's got stock bearings and he wants to upgrade. One up.
So if I got a Tatula X model and I bought it new in the box and I said, you know what, I'm going to be crazy and replace these bearings right now. What model bearing do I pick to be better than the bearings in the reel that I just bought?
Okay. Just about every bearing right now comes from a China distributor, whether it's Shimano, Tatula, or whatever. It's usually got Chinese steel bearings in it. Now, don't get me wrong, Chinese has got some really good factories, guys. China, they're up in their game really, really big. I've noticed the quality of our first level bearing, our SS, going up and up and up, and that being a Chinese bearing. People thought they had to go to at least to the Korean bearing, our XS, but any bearing that you have, and I don't care if it's a Metanium, if it's a Steez, our first level ceramic bearing is going to give you more performance than that bearing will.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I imagine,
very
Travis,
first
can you
love.
imagine like with flipping? I mean, just for flipping applications,
Mhm.
just getting that lure started, right? Especially if I'm flipping a lighter weight jig, I'm not throwing a half ounce. You know, a half ounce gets the spool spinning quick, right? Let's say
Mhm.
during the spawn, I'm throwing a little bitsy bug, it's a quarter ounce. You know, getting that thing rolling, or a flat side balsa that I'd really like to throw with a bait caster, but I use a spinning reel, but I want that power associated with, you know, just direct with the bait caster. To be able to do that, it's got me thinking. I've never had ceramic bearings, and I've been fishing since I've been a kid, not bait casters, but you know, into my 20s, I started fishing bait casters.
And I haven't.
I'm dying to try it. I mean,
And
I would love to. Travis, we got to set up we got to do like a video on the water. Like, here's
Sure.
two, because I have two
Listen,
tattoos. I'd like to get one like with the best, the XCR, and another one, 2 flipping sticks, same line, same rod, same Loomis, and I want to go flipping with one, flipping with the other, and try it out and see if my mind's not blown. I'm dying to do this video.
Yes.
If you go on YouTube, you'll see so many people have done that already.
They've done it.
And,
Been there, done that.
They haven't really. I don't know that I've seen the XCR tested that much, but
that's what I want to test.
I got some of the best compliments that I've ever gotten about our bearings. And when it was funny when you said pitching and flipping, that's all they did yesterday and in the last few days. And today at Santee. And what they're doing is they're going up. They're like Davey Hite calls it, scraping bark. They're having that jig or that creature bait go right down that cypress tree, scraping that bark, going down in that root system, and they're jigging it. But we probably got 13 or 14 guys with the Bassmaster Elites using our handles. Okay, I've got a 110 millimeter handle that I went to Korea and developed on their CAD machines. I developed it from the beginning to the end. They use our handles and they use our bearings. And
are you saying the handle is smoother and wider, like giving
our
you
handle?
more?
We've got, if you look at this guy here, I'm gonna take one out so I can show it to you. This is our 110, and it's solid carbon. I designed it. I designed the back of it. It's triple butted. It's a lifetime warranty. 110 millimeters. I've got it right here on a. This is a
Revo Rocket.
No, there's a
it's
13.
A Flago.
This is a 13 concept. Okay,
Sorry.
this is their Z3, which is their bigger swim bait reel. But that 110 millimeter handle really gives you some power.
That's what I'm talking about.
But getting back to what those guys said, they couldn't believe that, because you don't really need distance at Santee, guys. You don't. You're flipping and you're pitching. You just want to. A lot of them were using poles. They were poling, to get up to the bedding bass, and they're flipping and pitching these baits for bedding fish, and they're flipping and pitching, scraping bark, like Davey says, Davey Hike, and throwing that jig right by these cypress tree root systems. But the startup inertia is so much slower. Okay, it's so much easier to get that spool in motion. So flipping and pitching is a lot easier with ceramics.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
not only distance.
We had a lot of questions. I know there's some instructions on the website on how to replace these. Guys, you know me. We joked about it earlier about me and tools not getting along, and I was able to do this myself. It's real simple. For my Corrados. So Scott hooked me up at the show. All my rods that are coming in this year, I'm taking everything out and putting new reels on it, new line. And so every time I'm still waiting on a few rods yet, but I have about 20 of my bait casters converted over to your product, Scott. And it's not complicated at all. I just pop one of the sides off. I take that bearing out. You taught me how to use, you can use a chopstick, right? Or I use this little tool here. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but it works for me. The only caution I can tell you, I had to go on eBay and buy a few of these clips, because at first I didn't quite understand. And when I was working on it, once they fly off across the room, it's very hard to track that little clip down. So you want to be careful.
Hey, we've got those on the website, guys.
Okay. I lost a few of those.
If you need them, we got them.
I lost a few of those, but that's the only thing. Once I kind of figured out, okay, this is how it's going to pop out, I was able to do it properly. And it's really, really simple. If I can do it, I swear anyone can do it. And I know
that's a big testimony right there. Don't
mean,
sleep on that, guys. Travis, I got
Travis
a question
can
for
do
you.
it. Anybody can do it.
What level bearing did you buy, Travis?
So what are these, Scott? I'm not even.
You got
sure.
XS. He's
Okay.
He's got our second level bearing, and
Okay.
the XS have the stainless shields on them. It's a very fast bearing. I love XS bearings. I've got them in a lot of my reels. You don't have to have XCR, Travis. You know that.
No, they're great. I'm happy with them. Like I said, it's a lot smoother. I'm converting. Even I have new Corrados coming, still in the box that I bought from the Reel Shot recently. I got a couple 300s for some of the bigger swim baits and things like that, A-rigs, and I'm replacing them all in that. So
I wanted everybody to see this. This is a pin removal tool. We've got it on the website. So you can go on the website, and this pin removal tool, it's actually got a cup that holds your that holds the pin. You can see the little cup right there.
Oh, sure.
But this tool will actually push that pin through your spool shaft. And we designed these. They've got 3 extra pins in them. So if you bend a pin, usually you bend a pin, you throw the tool away. And we got these for $20. Guys, comes with 2 extra pins. So you can go on there and that's for a reel that has like a Luz or an Abu, a Revo. They've got what's called a spool shaft bearing. You'll see a 5x11x4 bearing on that spool shaft, and this removes that pin. Now, if you've got a Tatula or a Corrado, you don't have that that bearing. Now, Tatula 300 you do, but the 150, 200 series, you do not have that spool shaft bearing. But if you do have a reel that's got them, we got you covered there also. Guys, we got the pick tools. We've got everything you need for your reel maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody just asked about spinning reels. Worth changing the bearings?
A spinning reel has a stationary spool, so you do not get the benefit. But we do have some rotor bearings for a lot of the Stratics, a lot of the Daiwas. So that main rotor bearing you can replace with a ceramic.
Interesting.
The sizing's a little tricky. You got to figure out your sizing, but we do have those in stock also.
Got it.
But you're going to get a whole lot more performance difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Difference meaning from factory to spool speed with bait casting versus spinning.
Can't wait to try it. I got a bunch of Corrado E7s and oh man,
we'll get you hooked up with all of the E series are amazing. That's one of our demo reels we take to the show to just show the performance and just how quiet our bearings are.
One of the best is the XCR, one of the more quiet bearings, because I've heard a lot of comments. Ceramic can be noisy.
They can.
But is the
they're noisier. They're inherently noisier because they're a dry bearing. Okay. You're going to hear it all. But
is the XCR quieter than all the other bearings? Okay, gotcha.
XCR is considerably quieter.
Okay, gotcha. Because I think I'd like that.
Brian asked, how do they hold up in saltwater applications?
Okay. That's one of the reasons we've got the XS, which have the stainless steel shields on them. So that's going to give you a lot of protection from salt. And the XCR has a polyether ether ketone retainer, which will not rust. So the XCR is also going to be a great saltwater choice.
Good question. Good question. Thank you. These are great questions. A lot of good questions on the stream right now.
What really intrigued me, Scott, was the fact that whenever I would, even at the Classic, I just wanted to stop and say hi, and you'd have 20 people deep, and it was the same. Like, it was just going over. You took your time. You answered everybody's question. And, I mean, you get bombarded at these shows. How do you do it, man? How do you, every week?
Travis, at the Classic, we had people, and I'm not kidding you, we had them 6 deep all weekend long, trying to answer questions. People get their kits, taking advantage of the specials that we had for the show. You just do it one by one, man. You meet a lot of people, a lot of friends we've gained from these shows. And the people love the attention we give them. They know they can call me. They know if they have a problem installing, we're there for them. I've had several people from the Classic send me their reels already if they had a problem and needed me to correct it. I had one guy try to do a full tune-up on an SLX, so he took it a Shimano SLX, took it completely apart. I mean, when I say completely apart, let me get this off my screen. He gave it to me a basket case, but I got it back in, put it right back together for him. But we enjoy the shows. My wife loves meeting the guys and talking to them and helping them out. She's better than me about remembering names. She remembers everything. It's hard for me to remember everything because I'm so involved with it. And I know at the Red Crest in Tulsa this weekend is going to be another one of those shows. It's going to be huge. Oh, Chris Bork. Yeah, Chris Bork that sets everything up has been very instrumental in getting us a very nice setup there, a very nice booth. We're right next to Diowa. So the guys can go pick out their reel and bring it to spool speed. And let me touch on something you said earlier. Yes, a brand new fishing reel with brand new bearings in it.
Yeah. Take
those bearings out immediately. Put your ceramics in. You're going to notice a huge performance difference.
That's
even
incredible.
with brand new bearings.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Interesting. You know, the other thing I'm thinking about, Travis, really quick before going to the next topic, you know, if you're power fishing and you're making because they say you can make 1,000 casts a day more, and you're power fishing. Think about the mechanics of the wear and tear on your body. Look, I'm 59, man. And, you know, I power fish because I fish with a power fisherman, Captain Scooter Lilly, and he's a stud. I got to keep up with it. I am throwing finesse behind him sometimes, but we move too fast for me to do that. Now, when I'm Travis, I can slow down, right? I can throw a spinning reel, but I'm chucking and winding all day long. And if I can cast my baits with more ease, I'm using less force with my body, my shoulder. I'm just thinking about it for me personally, just easier on the body. I don't know, man. It's got me super intrigued because, you know, we crank a lot, man. And when you're cranking, you're trying to get distance and you're whipping it. Anyway. Travis said, yeah, old man. You don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about that. Is that what that meant, Travis?
No. I was just saying, I'm excited because I think you're really going to see the benefits. I just want to make this point. You guys know the companies I bring on and talk about, I have to believe in them and like feel 100% confident behind the products that we talk about. And Scott, you hit a home run here with this. Like I would not be taking the time. I have 40 bait casters that I have to change out and I'm 20 in, right? I wouldn't take the time to do that if I didn't believe in it. I really feel that it gives me, I feel like it's smoother, but I also feel there's just a distance. Is that accurate? Because I was down on Pickwick 2 weeks right after the Classic, and we were throwing 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce hollow belly true bass swim baits, and I just felt that I got a lot more distance than I have before in the past. Not by a lot. I'm not saying it was a full, 50%, but it was noticeably different.
Yeah, it's noticeably. You can get a 20% longer casting distance.
Agreed.
But your effort goes way down. And I'm getting older. I just turned 55 about 4 or 5 days ago. And I'm a senior citizen, and my wife always reminds me.
We heard that. Hello, Mrs. Scott, Mrs. Spool Speed.
But I'm gonna tell you, on that rough water at Santee yesterday, I felt it, buddy, and I was appreciating my own bearings because when you talk about that 100 casts, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many casts we made. We caught some humongous fish. Like I say, the average guy down there, they were weighing in 20 and 30. One guy had a 33-pound bag.
Yeah.
It's just, it was crazy, but it was rough. And not only have you got to stay steady on that boat with the waves getting you, you got to keep that arm moving the whole time, making those casts. So
right, man.
It does help with effort. Absolutely.
No, I was down in Florida throwing big baits for like 5 days in a row, like hinkles and, oh my God, a big giant glide bait from Black Talon Customs and, oh man, big old working class Zero Citizen 6 and 7s. Those are meat slabs, dude, with a big 8-foot rod and a Tatula. I mean, and you got to heave it. I mean, I would be curious to see on those new Tatulas that I got, the 300s, with the big handle to see how it would chuck. I'm curious. You got me thinking.
Yeah.
It got me thinking. I'm going to try it.
It helps.
David Brown's asking, best model bearing for skipping.
Well, of course, XCR Ultra is going to be your best model. These orders are steady coming in, and I can't really see my screen. Let me pop this up. XCR is the lightest bearing we have, so it's going to naturally be the best. Yes, it's the most expensive. Do you have to have XCR? No. Our basic bearing, our SS, is going to be so much better than your factory. guys. I can't stress that enough. You do not have to spend the money for the most expensive bearing if you don't want to. You're going to notice a big performance difference with our SS. But, you know, that's why we offer 4 levels. So you can kind of pick your poison, decide what's best for you, and roll with it from there.
I mean, I think about it for like schooling fish when you're throwing that big, you know, walking bait and you're trying to throw that, oh my gosh, that I'm a stick, you know, a mile because you got to hit that schooling fish. It's a big advantage. I mean, you've got the rod, you've got the reel, you got the right setup, but you just can't reach them. You know, can you get that extra 10, 15 yards? Is that average? Like, you know, same guy, same rod reel line setup, casting with a regular Corrado and then a spool speed setup. Am I getting 10% more, 20% more? I mean, you know, what have you scientifically measured it? Like, okay, here it is, same weight, same line, same rod, same guy, you know, over 20 casts with each rod reel combination, and said, okay, this is the performance improvement in distance.
Interesting comment. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's so hard to do that because the conditions change all the time.
Yeah, I'm talking like in a building. That would be cool. No wind, no nothing. It's just, you know, and I mean, look, everybody's made a great cast and then a really terrible cast the next cast, right? So you're right. There's a lot of variables, but I just wondered.
Well, I like to say, you know, 15, 20% difference for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not only that, it's a feeling you get when you're using the ceramics. Like I can tell immediately if I got ceramics in a reel.
That's kind of crazy.
When you mention that I'm in casting to school and fish,
sure.
You know, I'm right here at Lake Murray, and that is our number one thing to do.
Sure.
And you'll see 800 videos of me on Instagram spooling the reel, casting I'm a little stick. You know, I'm a little stick's not a very big lure, okay?
No.
But just about any reel you give me, whether it be a Tatula, Titanium, a Corrado DC, we can spool it. I mean, literally to the knot. Oh yeah, to the knot, no doubt about it.
Crazy.
Go on there and look at the videos. Matter of fact, we have some people thinking it's trick photography and all this stuff.
Sure.
So I had a little buddy of mine, Trey Bradford, that a lot of you may know him. He's pretty popular on Instagram. Old Trey, I said, here, I put it in his hand. I said, Trey, cast it. Show me you can spool it. And he spooled it on one of the videos.
That's so crazy.
I mean, right to the knot. So
that's nuts. That's interesting. It reminds me of the time I'm down in I'm in the Bahamas, and I'm fishing with bonefish guides, and these guys do it for a living. I brought a 6-weight fly rod just for fun, right? You normally go with an 8-weight, right?
Right.
And so Chris and Charlie Nemore took my 6-weight, and they triple hauled it, and basically took it all the way to the backing. It's 110 yards of fly line to the backing. It's so hard to do in a stiff wind. I mean, it just shows you, like, I think they had ceramic bearings in their elbows or something. I don't know, dude, but it was crazy. It reminds me of that. When you see somebody be able to do that either through technology or just mechanics, it's pretty impressive.
So we do have a couple guys that, believe it or not, love to fish for muskie, and they're talking about some of their oversized reels like a Daiwa Lexa, you know, some things I'm not familiar with. Do you have anything for them as well?
You know, I'm sure I've got one right here. Let's see. Daiwa.
Well, he's glad you asked, Travis.
Look at here. Here's a Lexa. I'm gonna show you guys this right off, if I can put it up. We've got Lexa 300 and Lexa 400 kits available. And guys, we can give you these in any level. If you want them in SS, if you want them in XP, if you want them in XCR, we got them. So, you know, we've got a lot of arm reels. Matter of fact, here's one. That's a big old Tatula 300.
That's the one I throw.
And we, you know, we fished swim baits, and I got these tunes.
Is that a dirty chat on there?
Hey, man. That's a Ryan 30-acre bait. Yeah.
38 fish, 30 acres, man. I have to bring mine out, dude. You know what's good? What's up? We're going to be talking.
Let me tell you, I use that bait a lot. I probably shouldn't have showed that to anybody.
I don't think you should have. I'll show mine.
We use old Tater Hog and Piz, and a lot of them good swim baits.
Travis is really tight with the Piz guys.
Yeah.
Well,
he got me one at the New England show. Not.
Those guys were pretty Those guys were just a different breed.
It's a whole community, Travis. You don't know
Hey.
nothing about it. Don't get involved.
If I could come to you and say, guys, buy my bearings, but I'm going to sell you this pack of bearings, but you got to buy my T-shirt and you got to buy my sticker pack. If you, and they had a line out the door buying them baits, and you had to buy the T-shirt to buy the bait. So I don't know what he's done, but he's got it going on.
Can you get your hands on any more of those Fish 30 Acres? Because I can't. I don't know.
I've got about 30 of them.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Me and Ryan are pretty tight. I like old Ryan.
We'll be
I've
talking.
got some really neat stuff from him. He's got some stuff that he just doesn't talk about. One thing he doesn't do is he doesn't sell the sizzle like a lot of these guys. You know,
does he?
Book is going to be at every show there is, and he's going to sell it, buddy.
Right.
But Ryan, he's laid back, man. That's one of the things I like about him.
He lets the baits do the talking.
He believes in quality. He's just laid back.
Mm-hmm. Tell me he likes a balsa crankbait.
Yeah, he's got a lot of balsa builds.
Good. There you go. Oh my God. Crazy. Wow. Blowing my mind.
I'm a fiend for a high quality crankbait. I love cranking.
Oh God, we got a lot to talk about. Are you kidding me?
I love cranking.
Oh, I'm calling you up. We'll talk bearings and we'll talk crankbaits.
You know what's funny? My first email was po400@aol.com. Get
out. No way.
And it's still going today. po400@aol.com.
I freaking love it. You are a crankbait nut.
I'm a crankbait fanatic.
Dude, me too. I got it bad. I'm working on some cool crankbait stuff. We'll talk. Anyway, sorry, Travis.
No,
I couldn't resist. I'm so sorry.
Why not?
Right.
Good stuff. No, again, Sky, appreciate you coming on. You guys can use the code CRUSH with a capital C 15.
Crush.
15% off your order. So we get a lot of viewers that may not, although we had pretty good numbers tonight on the live feed. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to watch this tomorrow, the next day. Do you mind if we keep this code up for a week or so?
Absolutely. I want you guys to keep it up till the 1st of April.
Nice. Perfect.
So keep it up till the 1st of April. We'll be going at the Red Crest, getting things handled there. We got a few other shows we got to attend. But we do keep those orders coming quick, guys. We usually do same-day shipping. So I don't know if you guys saw my finger swiping earlier. We had a pile of orders come in tonight just from this show. So
that's awesome.
I'm sure they'll keep coming in, and we'll keep the orders filled. We'll answer your questions. We'll help you any way we can. We'll be here for you through thick and thin.
Yeah, I think the best advice I can give you, if you're interested in trying it, buy a pack or two. You don't have to do all your reels at once, but just try them. Get one or two of these in there. Start throwing it, and you'll probably be coming back for more. That's my I think that's probably what I would be doing. I'm 20 deep right now, and like I said, I got 20 more to do, and I'm all in. So
you got a lot of guys asking right now if they can send their reels in to get them done. Yes, you can. We'll gladly take your reel, take care of it, do it the right way.
How about that?
Wow.
But keep in mind, it's very easy to do yourself. Some tattoolas you get into a little bit. I guess we have more people complain about tattoola than anything, but they're trying to do a full tune. They're replacing all the level wind bearings and so forth, because the tattoola has plastic bushings that work where the 4.4 by 7 by 2.5 bearing should be, or I wish they were there, but they've got a bushing there. And we put bearings in them, ceramic bearings. We put ceramic bearings in the drive, the 8 by 12 by 3.5 drive bearing. We replace that with ceramics as well as the spool. So it can get really deep. But guys, if you're mainly doing your spools, that's going to give you your distance. That's a good 80% of it. Okay. It's something you can do. There's videos all over YouTube and Instagram. You can go on our Instagram at Spool Speed and see me tuning reels and me showing you how to pull that little clip you were talking about, Travis, that you lost, showing you how to do all that. And if you got reels you need me to tune, send them my way, guys. On the website, we got a reel tuning page. So you can go to the tuning page. It gives you the address to send the reels to. It's just, we get to them quick. You'd be surprised. And we do it the right way. So
Man, making it easy.
Mm.
Love it.
Yeah,
Fish.
I finally got several people that I can count on. You know, it used to be just me. And I just wouldn't let a reel go out the door if I didn't look it over. And now I finally got enough help that does it the right way, you know, to where I'm confident I don't even have to look at it anymore. We've got several. I mean, I've got over 200 dealers that carry our bearings across the nation.
Wow.
We've got over 40 in California alone.
Wow, that's crazy.
We've got McKee Outdoors in Tennessee that just sells more bearings. We've got Jamie Tanksley with Fishtails at Lake Chickamauga that sells just a astronomical amount of our bearings, and they do all the tuning there too. So at McKee and at Fishtails, the California and Texas are our two biggest states for orders. So we do get an awful lot from you guys there. And if any of you are tuning in, we appreciate all that business. Definitely.
Rod Grady goes, what will we notice doing the full set over just the spool or mostly smoother reeling?
Yep. You're going to notice a smoother fishing reel. Okay. Like I was saying, you can take a tap. Have you ever seen, or have you ever felt a mega bass reel?
I have not.
Okay. They basically make their mega bass reels off of a Steez 103 frame. But what they've done is they've gone in and they've taken all the plastic out, all those bushings, and they've put bearings in. And some of them mega bass reels can get up to $800.
That's crazy.
But let's say you go and buy you a $189 nice Tatula SVTW, take it apart, put ceramics in it. You basically got a mega bass reel.
That's crazy. Yeah, I did buy my first Steez, and it's kind of ridiculous. I had to get used to it. It was so fast.
Yeah, they're nice. They really are. I've got a lot of Steez, and I've got a lot of those new Zillions. That new 21 Zillion is an amazing reel for the money.
Loving it. And I've always been a Shimano man, so those were. But I started out as a Daiwa kid, and then flipped to Shimano.
Hand me that Metanium over there. I'm going to show you a Metanium. This is a Metanium B, which is the new. I think it's come out in 2020. But this is the newer. I'll show you guys this.
Yeah, bring it close.
Nice. This is a Metanium B that has our 110 millimeter carbon handle on it.
Right on.
I don't know if you can see that.
I can. But, you can. You got it good.
But it's a lot bigger handle than what comes on it. And the biggest problem we have with the Tatulas and the Steez are those little 85 millimeter handles. So you can go on the website, spoolspeed.com, and get you a 110. And they're outstanding quality. I got a lifetime warranty on them. Guys, we even tuned the density of the cork or of the EVA to be that of cork. It's as firm as cork, so you do have the sensitivity, but you've got the wear characteristics of EVA, which is very nice. But this is a reel that has XCR in it. Now that's spinning. I'm going to turn it sideways just so I can try to get some noise out of it. But it will sit there and spin literally for 2 to 3 minutes, guys.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's amazing.
What bearings are those?
This has XCR in it.
XCR, okay.
Yep, it's got XCR, and you talk about making the whole reel smoother. I mean, it's just phenomenal what these bearings will do to a reel.
That's crazy.
So, go on the website, spoolspeed.com. Put that Crush 15 in there.
Keep that thing spinning, man. That was awesome.
Man, we keep that thing spinning throughout the rest of this show. Look at that.
Travis.
Isn't that crazy?
You can hear the brakes in there kind of hitting the sides a little bit. That noise you hear is the brakes. That's not the bearings.
That's crazy. The brakes are freaking out like, what?
Yeah, the brakes are going, wow, what is going on here?
The brakes are like, oh my God, what? They're like, guys, go to work. Brake, go to work. This thing's out of control.
Absolutely.
Nuts, man.
For you guys, do it yourself. We got the picks to pick the bearings out. We've got the pin removal tools. We've got lube. We've got your gear lube with MRP in it. We've got this. We've got the MRP bearing lubricant. It's a special way to use this, guys. It's on the website to tell you how to use it. One drop will lube over 10 bearings. So you do it with a
Wow.
stick pin. You take that stick pin, dip it in a drop, rake it across the top race of the bearing.
Okay.
And that's an XCR. And it's just steady getting.
That's so crazy.
But you do not have to lube the bearings. But if you want to lube them and you want them quiet, you've got to use a ceramic lubricant. And we've got that MRP. But remember, one drop will do 10 to 15 bearings. So don't over lube them, whatever you do. You take that stick pin, dip it in that drop, rake it across the bearing. That's all you'll use. You don't want any more lube in the ceramic bearing than that. If you see the lube go in the bearing, you've probably over lubed it. So
was that chopstick from Osaka, Japan? I gotta know.
You know where that one's from.
I thought it might be from Osaka, from a samurai sword maker. Did you ever go to a samurai sword shop?
I've never been to one.
Oh man.
I do appreciate nice cutlery though. I've got some really nice Benchmades and some customs that I get.
Some Damascus steel, I'm sure.
I've got a few Damascus bladed. I've even got some collectible toothpicks, case toothpicks made out of Damascus.
What the heck?
I enjoy all that good stuff, man.
I do love handcrafted stuff myself, so that's why I'm a crankbait nut. Handmade.
Okay, a couple other some of these comments are pretty funny. Joe goes, do all newer Corrados take the same bearing set, 150 size, and he goes 200, etc.? Do you know what he's talking about?
They do.
Okay.
They do. If you've got like the E series or you got the I series, they all take 2 3x10x4 bearings. So Shimano is pretty much one of the easier reels to work on because you can buy a 10-pack of our 3x10x4 and do 5 reels. Now, if you got a Metanium like this one, now if you got the 13 Metanium, which has the dark top and the silver sides, it still takes them 2 3x10x4s. But if you got the 16 Metanium, which is a very bright Metanium reel, it takes 1 5x11x4 and 1 3x10x4. Okay. If you got this reel, it takes 1 5x11x4, 1 3x10x4. And because these are spool shaft reels, they do have spool shaft bearings on them. But most Iowas do not. Most Shimanos do not. So you're generally getting into your Doyo reels, which is your Luz, your Abu Revos, before you're going to have that spool shaft bearing.
Gotcha. Scott, where are you located? Where's your shop located, or where
Lake
are you located?
Murray, South Carolina.
Like on the lake.
We're right here. We can hear the boats. We're on 30 acres here.
What?
We got us a nice little spread here.
So we're doing this Legendary Lakes tour, or I kind of am myself at this point because we'll see if Travis comes along one day. But it's kind of my you only live once bass tour to all the legendary lakes across America, and I'm destined to shoot at some point instead of just little Instagram stories. What happened to Scott?
He's there.
Oh, okay.
The screen's just black.
Yeah. Okay, Scott. So Lake Murray's on the list, man. So I gotta come see at Lake Murray. Would you want to be part of the Legendary Lakes tour featuring spool speed bearings, man? Because we're gonna go throw some mistakes to some schooling fish over cane piles.
Absolutely, man.
All right, man. I'm sure you know where a few cane piles are. Maybe you dropped a few in your time. I'd like
my
to know
wife's
how
over
you
there
make
laughing
those
at
things.
me, guys. If you knew how many cane piles I put out, you would be amazed. I have dirtied the carpet on many a boat with cane piles.
Isn't that the truth? So I'm dying to know, man. Listen to this. Oh, man, we got another show to do with Scott. I got to talk about this.
Let's do it, man.
There's an after hours, man. We got so much to talk about. Custom crankbaits, cane piles, PVC structures in replacement of cane piles. There's a famous herring lake up here. There's a boy that is taking everybody's money. Cane piles. Cane piles.
Well, I don't know if you saw Matt Becker, but Matt Becker won Murray cane pile fishing.
Sure.
Using our bearings, and he even mentioned it there on the broadcast, the BASS broadcast. He said, coincidentally, I'm using a reel with spool high-speed bearings from right here on Lake Murray. And next thing you know, Matt wins the tournament. So that was pretty cool to see. Wow. And he was cane fishing.
Yeah. I mean, it matters, right? When those fish come up, you got to reach them.
You do. You got to get out there to them.
Yeah. Do you throw braid when you're throwing your? Okay, I'm just curious.
I never throw braid on a bait caster. I throw fluorocarbon and I throw mono, or some kind of copolymer. I like a floating line if I'm cane pile fishing, because number one, it casts better, and number two, I can
very true.
I can get it out there and it floats, so it works that top water lure a lot better.
Right on. I would fully agree. I like the precision wound monofilament these days. It's way more round than non-precision wound types of monofilament. If you guys know what I'm talking about, each wind of the line is right directly next to the other, so it's so buttery when it comes off the spool. I'm just so impressed with precision wound monofilament.
I agree with you. It does feel good. Very
totally matters. I can't even imagine precision wound monofilament with a speed spool reel, and how the crankbait, the spool speed. Sorry, the spool speed reel would, like Series 5 crankbait flying off my 7.5-foot cranking stick, would be just a dream.
Absolutely.
Man, see, I can almost feel it, Travis.
Jeez, I hear you.
On Lake Murray with Scott. Let's go.
You Travis got to come out, man. I'll take
we
you
will.
out and
we're gonna do it.
It's all Travis. For a year you've been doing it. I'll come down and see you, Scott. With or without Travis.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
you tap your feet together 5 times and say you'll do it, and we'll see.
I will.
Like Dorothy, there's no place like home. Come on, man.
The herring bite's coming, guys.
I know.
It's next month. The herring bite's going to be on, and we will slay them right when they come off the beds. They go straight to them canes. So,
is there anything more exciting?
No,
I don't think so.
A 6-pound smallmouth in 40 feet of water on a drop shot.
Boring.
Oh, get out of here.
No, Travis. Travis, I don't want to look at a screen. I want to look out there with these fish blowing up, and I want to zing a I'm a stick out there. And
hear you.
Toom, toom, toom.
I'm just messing with you.
Let's do it.
And then have that fish like shark in it, like 2 or 3 spots, mega spots competing for it. I mean, that's hard pounding, not looking at a screen going, he's coming. I want him to go boom.
Well, hey, we're right here close to Santee also, so we can pitch that jig into some cypress trees and get us a 30-pound bag.
Yes.
Then go hit Murray in at least a 22-pound bag.
Never caught a dirty 30 in my life on a scale. Don't even talk, Travis. And I'd like to do it on a scale with Travis. Dirty 30.
There you go.
Gold, largemouth, or spot, or mixed bag. Don't care.
Where you catch a 30-pound bag of spots?
I'm just
California.
I said a mixed bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, down south here, it is a totally different style of fishing. We do have a river right up the road from the house here, the Broad River, that has tremendous smallies in it. And we go kayak fishing out there and catch the smallies in the heat of the summer. It really, right when the cane fishing starts to die out, we go to that river because it gets so hot. And
wow,
we enjoy that. That's 9 miles from the house. I get 5-6 pound smallies. So.
Travis, I think you might need to be looking at South Carolina.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty cool place now
instead of the frozen tundra of New York.
I know.
Hey, 3 anglers yesterday in the Century Club over 100 pounds. That is truly nuts. I helped Caleb. Caleb Cupall was putting his fish in. He was trying to maneuver the fish in the bag, and he was doing it by himself, and he couldn't do it. And he's like, Scott, will you please hold my bag? So I jumped down in his boat, held his bag for him. Wow. We couldn't lift the bag. It took 2 of us to carry the bag full of water with the fish. It was unbelievable.
That's crazy.
And they did it again today. 30-something pounds again today. Caleb did.
That's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He finished second in the tournament, by the way. So
yeah.
Wow. Good for him. Wisconsin, baby. Making Wisco proud, dude. Could be you one year.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. We'll get back at it.
With spool speed bearings, bro.
There you go.
Your Elite Series charge.
It'll happen. Not this year, but we're working on it.
Guys, I want to thank you, first of all. 2 things. I need to apologize for breaking in. I get so excited.
Me too. I'm the same way. That's what this show's about.
The orders are coming in like crazy. So
very good.
You got a heartfelt thank you from everybody here watching. That's going to at least give us a shot. All we say is put 1 set in 1 reel. Try it out. We guarantee you'll be back on the website buying more bearings. So we do appreciate the business. Absolutely.
100%. It's been a pleasure, man. That's what the show's all about. It's like an Italian family. We just can't get enough in quick enough. So we talk.
My hand's steady doing this to get the paper out. Appreciate all the business, guys.
Heck yeah, man. Good
Very
stuff.
cool.
Did a good job.
Well, thank you for coming on. This is an excellent presentation. Love your product. I'm looking forward to using all these reels and getting them all up to speed. Spool speed, that is.
I'm looking forward to getting bearings in all of your reels.
I love it.
I'm
looking forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
very good.
I'm
a lot of great.
Yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward to getting my reels up to speed. Spool speed, that is.
That's right.
Hey,
that was pretty good. We'll clip that.
Alex,
clip that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of great comments, a lot of good interaction. Hey, there's Carl. He finally jumps in. He says he broke free. Spool speed is insane.
Oh, Carl,
yes, it is.
I remember him at the Box Bro show.
Yeah, man.
We had no clue. South Carolina guy driving to Boxborough, Massachusetts, 15 and a half hours, right? And they say, oh, it might snow. Little did we know we would tie a one-day record for overnight snowfall. I mean, I've never seen that in my life. It was crazy.
It was.
But he was cool at that show, man. He was dancing around with that reel, showing everybody how it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
He was happy as he could be.
That's awesome.
The scallop,
He's
man.
a nice guy.
Heck yeah.
That's
all right, Scott. We'll let you go. We appreciate it. You're welcome back
Scott.
anytime. In fact, we'll probably have you back in the future, and we're going to definitely, at some point, Eric, we got to get down there. And if we do, we're calling you, Scott.
Hey, call me. We got a big old place here, extra bedrooms.
Oh my gosh.
We'll take off and go straight to the lake all day.
Oh my gosh. That
we'll
sounds
do it
like
all
a dream.
week, as a matter of fact.
Now we're talking.
I'm getting this red crest out the way, and I'm free, buddy.
What?
My wife will get that pool cranked up, and I'll get the boat cranked up. So
yeah, let's do it, Travis.
Love it. Love it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much
again, Scott. Appreciate it, man. Have a great night, man.
Thanks,
Likewise, man.
Thank you. Take
care.
Thank you.
Man.
Whew. Good stuff.
Wow.
That was very good. I don't know how you don't go buy some spool speed after that presentation. Especially, I mean, there's plenty of guys too in the comments saying they used them before. I think it was Tom Pavlot said he's had them for 2 years. They work great. So
yeah,
seems like the deal.
It is. And like he's saying, it's simple. I know we didn't really the camera angle was a little hard, but you just pop this off.
Travis, you did it. That's enough.
Yeah, you pound out the bearing on one side. This is with the Corrados. Then you come over here and you just unscrew it.
Is there a spring right there?
Not on this. Well, there's going to be I don't know what they call that. The
tension. It's a tension knob. It's called the tension knob.
I know. I thought you said, is there a keeper inside? And then
no,
you just
spring.
You just take the clip out. That bearing will pop out. I kind of bang it like this. Put the new ones in. Put the clip back on.
And you use the tool to get the clip out, right?
Well, I use my tool, which is
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
which
right.
Obviously, I flung a few. That's why I had to buy a little
pack of those.
Of those.
I got you.
I mean, I didn't want to admit it. I lost about 4 or 5 of these.
Whatever.
Yeah. But I was like,
that's pretty funny when it first flies across the room. I don't deal with reels anymore because of that, man. Found it maddening.
Have you had it happen before?
Oh, just losing parts to trying to clean a reel, springs popping out. Where's that washer go? Thought I remembered it. Didn't take a picture of it. Oh, forget it, man. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I can't keep up with life anyway. I'm going to outsource that to the experts for sure.
Yeah.
Adam Cawley, man. Real integrity. You're going to do it for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things he talked about too is that brake clean. I mean, that seems like what he say was $3 for a can of that. The red spray it on there and
by the way,
yes.
Somebody said that stuff is really flammable, but so don't be smoking like a cigarette while you're cleaning your reels, or you will be up in smoke.
It's not gonna.
So no, don't smoke spirit shads if that's the brand you smoke. No smoking spirit shads.
Alex, what else you got?
Oh, I just want quick announcement.
We got a winner we got to announce too.
Real fast. There's 3 of these left and they'll be gone. So just FYI. Thank you guys for the orders. 7 came in. There's 3 more left. That's it. And then they're gone. No more custom Marty Burns painted by Marty from me because he's not painting anymore. And I'm not giving up anymore. That's all there is to it. Now, so for anybody that was late, it's a custom square barrel. It's a custom
Waves.
square bill box. Real quick, it's a custom square bill box out of my personal collection. It includes out of production Excalibur, Lucky Craft, some sneaky baits that will remain unnamed, and one, not necessarily a square bill, Marty Burns handmade balsa. All of them have a custom ticker that Marty makes. Not all of Marty baits have custom tickers because it costs more. It takes time, but it is one of my favorite tickers ever. And there you go, signed and painted by Marty himself. And he's not painting any more crankbaits, and he's not building for the general public, so it's hard to get. I thought I'd throw that in the square bill box.
Waves Kern and Ice had a question earlier that I forgot to ask, but he was wondering if they had any distributors in Canada. But we will find that out for you and let you know.
Oh, yeah, damn, we forgot to ask. That was a good question.
Yeah, I try to catch him, man.
Dang it.
Try to catch him. We got to pick a winner of this gift pack.
We do. I have one selected already. Travis, do you want to announce it?
Is it in the comments?
I put it in the
private chat. There it is. Jason.
I didn't want to pronounce it.
Is that why you made me say it?
Yep.
Oricio?
That's not a bad guess. I'd say it's probably what I would have said too.
There you go, Jason.
Congratulations. So Jason, reach out to Travis or I, and we'll get the
let us know your
address headed your way.
Get that out to you.
Congratulations
Thank you to everyone else that shared as well. It's a big help, and as always, we do appreciate all the likes and comments that helps with the algorithm, getting Smallmouth Crush out to more people. So thank you, everyone.
And then just so everyone knows, next week we'll have that special VIP with Mike. Then on the 4th, April 4th, we're going to have Angler Assets will be joining us, talking spinner baits.
Spin a dinner.
Jason Gramada will be joining us on the 11th. He was a popular guest on the Smallmouth Crush podcast. And then on the 18th, we got Scott from Nico Baits comes back and joins us.
Hey.
Got a nice little
good lineup, man.
Got some new baits he wants to show off. And I'll be excited for that one. A lot going on. So I'll be fishing pretty hard here. We got some oh, shoot.
What's wrong?
On the 9th, Eric, of April 9th, there's a tournament.
I'll look at the schedule.
Let me know. We have to sign up for the Ike event. On the 23rd, there's another tournament. So I got real sneaky. These guys aren't going to want to showing up, but I found a couple non-traditional team trails on the Chesapeake. This one here on the 23rd is out of the Sassafras, if you're interested.
Oh, when?
I just told you. The 9th and the 23rd
Oh, that one.
of April.
All right, let me check. We'll talk.
Of course, the Thayer's team trail on the Chesapeake is the 7th, where we're supposed to be up at Will's filming. So that's not good.
Tough decisions. Theirs has a pretty good team trail, if I recall correctly, Travis, right?
They do. They do. It's I think it's $5,000 with a full field for a team trail, and then there's incentives.
Yep.
Whatever type of boat you run. I know Nitro had one, Ranger, Skeeter. I think Camus is part of that too. I'll have to find out. But normally those are $6,000 to $7,000 plus your 5. So that's a $10,000, $11,000 event. We won. The one I won, I think I won out of a Nitro. I can't remember now. Maybe it was a Legend. Who knows? But we'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, I was looking up too. I couldn't find anything on it earlier. Do you know if they're doing that, like the Bass Pro US Open again? That everyone was mad about because you could only have like certain boat brands or whatever. I haven't heard anything about a second season of it.
No, good point. They didn't let us fish that one. Too many rules.
I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of complicated. But hey, someone did win $1 million off this.
That's true.
Pretty good.
Heck yeah. Well, Eric, you got anything else? We can wrap this up.
Wrap up the show?
I mean,
I got you, man. You got to get ready for tomorrow's.
oh, I'm ready.
Ready to roll. That was a really good show. There's a lot of new words I learned today, like on the mechanical side of things. I know what a worm gear is now. I had to look that up. I feel like I can go get a mechanical engineering degree now. I'm ready to go.
Yes. Scott did comment back. They are looking for a distributor in Canada. So
Oh, awesome.
it's on the table.
Cool.
Waves Current Nice wins the next VIP show next week, Monday, 8 o'clock. Mike will be talking a little bit about some sneaky springtime techniques for both largemouth and smallmouth. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to be doing the following one. In May, we're going to be talking about spawning fish. I know a lot of people are complaining, well, in parts of the country, the fish are already done spawning. And I really wanted to get Mike in next week instead of me talking about the spawn, although it's going to be a killer presentation. I'm going to give up everything in that VIP, and you guys are going to want to, I promise you, you're going to hear things that you've never heard before when it comes to the spawn. And so I definitely want to share that with you, but I just felt it'd be better to have Mike on talking pre-spawn right now. Depends on the part of the country. It's hard. I know the spawn's going on in the South, but I will hit that up. And I'm really going to be talking primarily, although these tips that I'm talking about in the VIP will carry over the largemouth fishing, but I'm really going to be driving home the smallmouth game when it comes to that. And hopefully, JP's actually going to be heading out to Wisconsin. I have a event May 20th out in Wisconsin, May 20th and 21st. It's a 2-day tournament. JP's going to fly in for that, and you're going to learn all about sight fishing in that event. I'm looking forward to that. I love that. I mean, listen, I don't necessarily fun fish as much as I used to for spawners. And I understand there's some controversy behind it. But when you're in a tournament setting, listen, we don't kill fish. We can debate. We are all bass fishermen here. You guys feel me. It's pretty exciting when you put the work in and the effort and can locate, what your weight's going to be before the end of the day. I mean, obviously, things transpire. You can find new fish. You can do some searching, but it's really
Wait a minute. You know what your weight's going to be when you're fishing for a smallie because he's dumb enough to bite the next day. A largemouth, nobody's catching those fish and weighing them and putting them back.
No?
No, you're talking a different species altogether.
Anyways.
Smallies are so aggressive and dumb, they'll bite the next day.
That's what
Dude, I mean, are you serious? You think anybody's going out looking at a 6 or 7 pound largemouth, hooking them, weighing them, putting them back and go, I'll catch them tomorrow?
Maybe.
Fuck no.
Oh.
Nobody's doing that. I mean, if you're telling me you can do that with a smallmouth, they're a different species altogether. He must have a brain the size of a grain of sand. I mean, bass have pea brains.
Don't be picking on my smallies.
I'm just saying, dude. I don't think
What
anybody
are you
can
saying?
say. All I'm saying is I don't think anybody at Santee Cooper caught the fish the day before and said, I'll come back and catch them tomorrow. If you're telling me you can do that with a smallmouth, that's like crazy.
Maybe.
Do you do that with a smallmouth?
Sure.
What?
Sure.
They'll bite the next day after being in the boat on a scale? Hey,
No.
6'5"?
But since we're talking spawning, I do want to share with you guys a quick clip of this beast I caught with my buddy Jason right after the classic.
Because they're there.
So I did
Is that Lake X?
Oh, hold on.
Is that Lake X?
No, I did the Austin Neary
Oh yeah, we will catch them.
swim bait trick. I threw that big swim bait on his bed multiple times.
Wait. I did that with you before Austin.
Austin will throw these bait. Oh, she's coming.
Oh,
I
muted.
Time out, Travis. I fished with you.
Oh yeah, this is what he does
in
dude.
Georgia. Time out. Time out, dude. I can't believe you just said that.
You threw a
I
big
showed
glide
you.
bait on a bed.
Are you smoking something?
You
think that
caught
would do with that-
caught some off the bank with a glide bait that we didn't know were on beds.
Time out. You didn't see me throw that big glide bait and get that fish all crazy before you threw your weenie worm in there and caught him. What?
Yes. Now that you reminded me.
Oh my God.
Don't hate me, man.
I love you, man. But
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ, you got to get some mega memory pills, man. Come on.
Jeez.
They're sold. Mega memory. Look it up. Listen, guys, mega memory pills are available right now. SmallmouthCrush15 is the discount code if you're struggling. All right, what happened? You threw the big glide bait on there because Austin
Threw
told
this
you all the
bait
glide baits.
25 times on that bed. You probably should work that.
Okay.
Because they're
You wanna
there.
Stay there.
So I get my French fry out. This was a beast, dude. This was one of the biggest.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's a giant.
You got her.
I'm just gonna let this thing
Marinate. Travis, you look excited, man.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
Power
Oh,
ball's
power
going
balls.
up.
Gotcha.
I can't believe we. Hold on. Ugh.
What?
It's a good one.
Adjusting the camera.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm
I
like
like how you're right
a
back.
maniac.
He's doing it again.
Gotta get
You're
that
a nut
shot.
job. I love it. Get that fish in the boat.
Oh. Woo! Whoa!
Yeah.
Look at that!
Hell yeah.
Travis, that's the most excited I've seen you in
Wow.
a long time.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's a serious stud there, guys.
What do you weigh?
Wow.
8.
Drop shot, a French fry, because we don't have a whole lot of tackle, and we caught this monster beast.
Nice toss.
Nice.
And that was a monster bass. It was actually my personal best on the drop shot. Really good fish. It was a lot of fun.
Anyway,
Exciting. That thing actually
this was
didn't
a
catch
great
on
day,
camera, but it
guys.
took me underneath the trolling motor. It was jumping, a lot of issues, but I was lucky to get it in. I don't even know how I got it in, to be honest. I was thinking the whole time, well, I'm going to lose this fish. So let me talk about the setup a little bit.
blah, blah, blah. I want to show you something else. Eric, you appreciate a swim bait bite.
All right, let me set Master Classic reel the bank and
Talk
baits
a
I
lot
had in my,
here.
Oh yeah, we
Guess I can't
especially
find it.
around barnacles and
Sorry.
before we got him to bite. I tried everything, every worm in that as well.
Anyways,
At times.
What you trying
makes you want to
find
get out there.
It does.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
So you caught a swim bait fish.
We did. I just can't find it.
Oh man, which one were you throwing?
Well, he was throwing the mega bass. Gosh, I keep
Mega
For
memory
spark
pills. Dude.
shad.
It's okay.
not the spark shad. No, a big one.
Oh.
Why don't I remember this stuff?
I don't know.
Just name some mega bass swim baits, Eric.
I'd like to see you try to remember first.
Okay, I know it. I'm just not gonna. You got me all puzzled up here.
I got you what? Puzzled up? What was that word?
It was a mega bass.
Comments. You got Magdraft 262 iSlide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take this.
Take what? You're in it.
I forgot the name of the swim bait, and you
He just named two of them.
Yeah, they're commenting all of them. Is it the Magdraft?
It's the
Someone said
Magdraft.
Magdraft.
There it
You're
is.
lucky.
Good. Which one? 8-inch or 6? Freestyle or treble hook?
treble hook.
And that was the 8.
Well, freestyle.
It's
The
not-
treble. Never mind.
It's not a you don't know your swim baits.
I
Never
know.
mind. Whatever, man. You caught one on a mega bass mag draft. Some version of it.
I didn't.
No, he
Jason
did.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you did. I don't want to see him catch one. I want to see you catch one.
Oh, okay.
I thought you caught it. That's why I got excited.
No.
My man was throwing a big bait.
Someday I'll catch one on a big
One of these
bait.
days, yeah.
You caught one down in Georgia. I know it wasn't huge, but you caught one on it. You were all excited.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you need some mega memory pills, man.
No, I just
He's got fishing brain. He's ready to go.
He's
know
ready
how
to
it
go.
is.
I do. It's hard.
All right, let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight.
Okay, Trev, let's wrap it up.
We'll see everyone next week, Monday. Oh man,
I wish you guys could have seen a recording of the pre-show before the show. It was really funny.
walk me through it because I don't remember.
Dude, you told me to like liven it up tonight, man. Like
Oh.
go off. And here I am trying. And
Look
you
how
know, did he, Alex?
With how the pre-show went, I'm very surprised at how the rest of the show did. It was calm,
Travis,
it was nice. It was we learned
totally.
a lot.
You
But
were
the
really
first
on.
5 minutes I got on there, I was ready for some like this is getting halfway cut. No, the rest of it's not getting saved on YouTube. That's what I was
Travis,
expecting.
you were really on point with the show
This was
tonight.
awesome.
You did Scott at
I
Spool
try.
Speed.
Yes,
You were really, really good. I'm gonna compliment you on that.
Thank
when
you.
Before the show, you were absolute bumbling mess. You couldn't finish a thought, a sentence. You were talking to some dude. You were looking at emails. Fuck you. That's not enough. And I got to go get another black cherry soda water. He couldn't finish a thought. And he goes, all right, Eric, liven it up tonight. Come at me strong, man. And then I come at you strong and you're like, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking this. I mean, what? Am I in some time warp? Alex, did he tell me to do it or not?
Oh, he did. And I
He
thought he
did.
was going to liven it up too, but I don't know.
No,
there must
he-
have been
he-
something in that
he-
black cherry soda water he grabbed.
he-
That
It
cooled
takes
him
me a
down.
little bit of time. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
You warmed up. You warmed
It-
up. You did a good
yes.
job with him
Mondays-
tonight. You ran
Mondays-
a great show.
Mondays sometimes have a little stress from the weekend and preparing and planning and organizing and everything I'm doing. And then I realize I have a show and the time keeps ticking. Next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock and you got to run to Giant and grab some stuff and you got to run errands. You got to go to the post office and time's running out. And for
It
some
sounds
reason,
like you sounds like Mr. Mom. Are you
a
Mr.
light's,
Mom
a
on Monday
light's
or something?
blinking on the, on the
Baby monitor?
No, the boat, and you're like, well, what is going on here? And then you're freaking out, and you're like, you know what? All I want to do this week was watch YouTube videos on how to set up a Lawrence Live and really take good notes and get detailed and figure it out so I know exactly how to set this thing up. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't get enough. I just feel like I'm unprepared with my electronics just yet because it is a new. I haven't used Lawrence in quite a few many years, and I'm just. One of my goals was to really focus on some YouTube videos and how-to videos this week or today, and I didn't even get around to that. I have a couple notes here to call some specific people I wasn't able to get back to, and so all this stress, and all of a sudden, it's 7:30. I'm like, I gotta get on the live. Okay, so I look at my notes. I'm looking for things, trying to figure out who our guests are. Blah blah blah. Get things lined up. Jump on at 7:50. You're always on. When I jump on, there he is. And then Alex comes in shortly after, and I'm still got the stress and the weight of all the things I did not accomplish today. And so the last thing I really want to do is go on a live when all I can think about is watching a YouTube video on how to set my Lawrence up properly. You know what I mean? But once we hit that live button, I click, bro. I'm here for you. I'm here for the viewers.
Most of the time, but yes, tonight you were on point. Most of the time you do click the button and you're ready to go. Okay, so anyway. There's some really serious windows missing in there, but we'd have to go.
Oh, I do want to make a statement.
Have you
MJ.
been keeping up to date with your time card? We discussed that because I want to see where the 10
It's
hours
getting
go.
better. It's getting better. But MJ, I'm not leaving Garmin. I'm using both because I want to see which one's better in my opinion. So
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
I like it. Now, a moment ago you said, and then the light is flashing on the and then you said you couldn't think of boat, so that concerned me. That word escaped you. What light was flashing on the boat, and why was it flashing? I didn't understand that. Like this random thing, all of a sudden it's 7:45. The light's flashing on the what light was flashing? What are you talking about? What light on the boat? What?
My power pole charge, I didn't set it up right.
Oh, so you're in the middle of something before the show,
Mhm.
and then a light on the boat started flashing, which was another
it's,
thing.
It's working now. It was a problem with the app. I couldn't configure it.
I got it.
We're good now. But
I just wanted the viewers
that was a
to be
big
with
stress. You know, one of the biggest for 4 years. I ran that charge and my battery system with Lithium Pros, and I've never had a battery issue. So it brought back flashbacks. If you ever work on a boat where you have an issue with a battery or a battery
No.
charger, how frustrating that can be. Even
We've
when
all
I
been
don't
there.
have,
We've
it's
all
not like
been
I have
there.
a major tournament tomorrow.
Hey, Travis, the first term of the year, we charged our batteries and they were fucking dead in the water after one cast each. So yeah, I feel your pain.
With me?
No, dude.
With Scooter.
Oh my God, yes, with Scooter.
Yes.
But everybody that's run a bass boat has had a battery charger
Mhm.
issue or a battery issue in their life, and it is stressful. I get it.
Mhm.
I just wanted to understand the flashing light in the boat comment. I didn't get what you were talking about. Now I got it. But all those things add up to stress. I see.
Not major stress. Now it's working. They're all green. It was just a configure issue. I actually called. I was wondering if the guy Scott spoke to was Jason, because Jason with Power Pole.
Power Pole.
Yeah, I actually well, I guess everyone knows that Power Pole's coming out with a
Trolling motor.
trolling motor, right? That's not secret.
I don't think so.
No.
Not maybe everybody knows it.
I gave him down at the Classic. I gave him one of my 360s to use to see if it would work, like how they could mount it on their trolling motor.
Very cool.
And so I called him to see when they were going to ship that back, and then I also I'm like, oh, by the way, I can't seem to figure out this charge system. So he walked me through it, and it was perfect. So
that's awesome.
Actually, Eric, the truth of the story is I was on the phone with Power Pole customer service.
Yep.
At 4:50 p.m. They answered the phone. You called me at 5:01 when I was in the middle of a conversation with the guy.
Yep.
And I accidentally clicked over to you instead of hitting delete. Well, guess what? When I tried to click back and recalled, I get the we're closed at 5:00 p.m. message.
Oh, that hurts.
And that was all your fault.
No, it's your fault because you're bumbling and need mega memory.
Okay. Is that a pill, mega memory?
It is.
Is it?
And there's tapes that can help you too.
Okay.
If you can remember where you put them.
I'm good.
So there's a funny story. My dad had what I called monkey brain. And the thoughts just bounced around, much like you and how you just described how your brain is popping around all day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's monkey brain in my mind. It's a hard time focusing. Anyway, so he got these tapes called Mega Memory. And I'm like, Pops, great job, man. And so the guy from Mega Memory called him up and said, Mr. Galasso, how are the Mega Memory tapes working for you? And he goes, I can't remember where I put them. That was before the internet. You got
right.
Oh yeah. And the guy busted out laughing from Mega Memory. He said, Mr. Galasso, I'm not sure we can help you. Once you find him, call me back.
Jeez.
I forgot where I put him. Mega Memory. How ironic. Anyway.
That is funny.
Good job tonight, guys. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. Good job. You really ran a great show
Helping
tonight.
me out. Appreciate everybody in the comments.
You know it, man. And until next time,
I guess we'll end it. We'll see you on the. Let me get it queued up here, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Cue it up, bro. Cue it up. Hey, Alex, would you send me that FT clip? Because I like to post that on my Instagram. I showed that to somebody. They were fucking howling.
Yeah.
On the FT knot, man. Thanks. I think I'd like to. I'd appreciate that. I'd like to just.
Does Alex have time to do that? Because.
Hey, listen, Alex wouldn't be
I'm
here.
clipping yours. I can go find that one too tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll have some time tomorrow.
Come on, man. You could even send it to me, Travis, to repost. That's it. Did you even say next time we'll see you on the water?
And until next time, we'll see you guys on the water. All right. We're out for sure here. Hold on. Are we saying goodbye? I guess we did. We'll see you guys next week.
Oh, we're still live?
I'm sort of. I hit the button yet.
Oh, I thought you did.
I can.
We'll do it.
All right. I will.
Let's try the outro again.
Nope.
And until next time,
we'll see you guys on the water.
On the water.